Imagine this. You're standing on the surface of a strange world, the stars above you burning brighter than you've ever seen. And you realize you have only seconds left to live. But how? Would you be crushed, frozen, boiled, ripped apart? Today we're going to take a dark but fascinating journey, planet by planet, exploring the terrifying and often bizarre ways you could die on every world in our solar system. Let's start at home. Earth. You already know the drill here. Gravity hugs you tight, atmosphere keeps you breathing, and water keeps you alive. But step outside this thin blanket of air, and death comes quickly. Our planet is the only one that forgives mistakes. The others? They're merciless. Imagine standing on Mercury, where one side is roasting at nearly 430 degrees, while the other side freezes at 180 degrees Celsius. If you landed here, the lack of atmosphere would make you suffocate instantly. While the sun's radiation fries your skin, forget sunscreen. On Mercury, you're cooked alive in seconds. Now picture the most nightmarish death possible. Venus is the ultimate killer. Its air is made of carbon dioxide so thick you'd suffocate before you even touch the ground. Then the pressure, 92 times Earth's, would crush your lungs like tin cans. And if that wasn't enough, the surface temperature of 475 degrees Celsius would melt you like wax. Venus doesn't just kill you, it humiliates you. Mars sounds friendlier, right? The red planet of sci-fi dreams. Wrong. Step onto Mars without a spacesuit, and your blood begins to boil, not from heat, but from low pressure. You'd pass out in seconds, suffocate, and freeze under its icy winds. Ironically, Mars looks inviting, but kills you quietly and cruelly. Here's where things get weird. Jupiter doesn't even have a solid surface. You'd fall into endless gas storms, crushed deeper and deeper by pressure so intense your body would shrink like paper under a hydraulic press. Lightning bolts larger than continents would surround you. You wouldn't burn. You wouldn't freeze. You'd simply vanish, crushed into nothingness. At first glance, Saturn looks gentler than Jupiter. Don't be fooled. Its hydrogen and helium atmosphere offers no solid ground, only a death spiral. As you sink, the air pressure builds, your body compresses, and the crushing weight of the atmosphere destroys you before you ever touch a core, if it even has one. Beautiful rings, yes. Beautiful deaths? Not so much. This ice giant might kill you in a more elegant way. On Uranus, temperatures plunge to 224 degrees C, cold enough to freeze air itself. You wouldn't have time to shiver. Your body fluids would crystallize almost instantly. On top of that, Uranus's tilted rotation whips up bizarre storms, meaning you'd die frozen and shredded by winds at the same time. If you thought Uranus was bad, Neptune laughs in your face. The cold is brutal, but it's the winds that kill. Imagine storms reaching 2,100 kilometers per hour, faster than bullets. You'd be torn apart molecule by molecule, scattered across the most violent atmosphere in the solar system. Neptune doesn't just kill you, it erases you. And finally, Pluto. Yes, the underdog. You might think this tiny dwarf planet is harmless. Wrong again. With no real atmosphere and temperatures dropping to 230 degrees, you'd freeze into a human popsicle in seconds. Your body would remain preserved, perfectly frozen for millions of years, like a grim monument to human curiosity. So, what does all this tell us? Death, it seems, is universal. Every world beyond Earth has its own terrifying way of saying, you don't belong here. Some crush you, some freeze you, some boil you alive. Earth may not be perfect, but compared to the rest of the solar system, it's paradise. Because out there among the planets, the stars, the endless darkness, survival isn't the rule. It's the exception, so. Still dreaming of being an astronaut?